What's up, guys? I just sold my favorite amp in favor of the Boss Katana. Let's find out why, and then I'll tell you which amp it was. You might be surprised. So the first reason that I sold my amp in favor of the Boss Katana is because the sound is massive. I could not believe how great and how big the Boss Katana sounded compared to what I came from. I was just blown away by the sound. It was so huge. I've never heard anything like that before. It really brings a lot. It fills the room. In fact, I kind of got scared. I had to turn it down a little bit because I wasn't used to it. I mean, all the other amplifiers just seem to be so wimpy in comparison. You know what I mean? And this actually, it filled the room. It was great. So let's try the number two reason why I sold my amp in favor of the Boss Katana. The FX. There are so many FX on this amp. There's chorus, flanger, delay, reverb, tremolo. It's awesome. I've never seen so many effects packed onto an amplifier to begin with. And the amplifier that I came from didn't even have effects on it. Like, it was so bland and so dry, and I couldn't believe it. And this amp even lets you run a cord out of it to your computer so you can record with it or plug in headphones. And I've seen the headphone jack, but man, and then I think it even has Bluetooth. And when I saw that, I was like, I gotta have this amp because that's everything a guitar player wants. Like, you have to have Bluetooth amplifier if you want to play guitar, today. Like, you just can't play it without it anymore. So that was like a definite, like, I have to get it, And so number three is it's just a personal. You don't have to like it because of this, but I do. It's because it's Japan. It has the Japan logo, and I really like Japanese stuff. And so, like, the Boss Katana has this, like, I drew it on my pinky. I like it so much. Where's that? There it is. That's the Katana logo. It's the actual Japanese logo alphabet for Katana. And I thought that was so cool because they put it right on the front of the amp. Now, I don't think it's made in Japan. If it was, man, that would be extra points. That would be so cool. But me being a guitar player and basically loving everything Japan, because like Japan, they do so many good things. Like their public transit is awesome. Like, for somebody that doesn't have a car, like, you can just get on the transit and go, and like, I like their society. Like, they never judge anybody. Like, nobody gets judged for like what gender they are. Like, Japan is just so cool. Like, I wish I lived there. I don't want to be in America. I want to be in Japan. But this is like the closest thing, because like, if I can't be in Japan, at least I can have like an amplifier that, has that Japan thing going for it. You know what I mean? Okay, so this is another one too. Now, you don't have to, agree with me on all these points, but I think they are very important when you're choosing an amplifier as a guitar player. I think they're at least worth considering, like, in a big way. So number 4 is everyone on Reddit says they're good. Like the best amp ever. And I actually do trust Reddit a lot because you can tell like how many people trust them because they click the up arrow and they upvote, So for those who aren't familiar with Reddit, like, you can tell like how trustworthy a post is by how many upvotes there are. And so that's how, like, in this day and age, like, how you figure out like what's truth and what's not. So like, when I see a bunch of people that they suggest the Boss Katana, like, I just know that that's the way I need to go because like so many people like it, and even things like I was looking up, like there's amplifiers that are like $2,000. Like, they're so expensive. And like these people were on there like wondering, like they had picked out like two different amplifiers that were like $2,000, and somebody said just get a Boss Katana, and like they were upvoted a bunch of times. And it's like this original poster, like you would think that he didn't even consider a katana, like he didn't even look into getting a katana before he even posted that question. I mean, it was just like, whoa, dude, like do your research, because a lot of people are asking these questions, like this $2,000 amplifier versus this $2,000 amplifier, and like the obvious choice is katana. Like, and it's so much cheaper. It's like 1/10 of the price. It's like you have to buy it, right? Because like so many people like it and they agree with it, so that's the obvious choice. But I guess there's a lot of stupid people out there. They don't actually do their research. They don't spend time on Reddit. You know what I mean? Like those are the dumb people. Like you know what I mean? So anyways, like everybody on Reddit was just talking about it, so I had to get it. So I mean, like that's 4 pros right away. Number 5 kind of rolls right into number 4. The naysayers are quickly defeated, like the Mean Girls in Azumanga Daioh, or Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z, if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan. I mean, that's kind of political. I don't really want to get into that. You know what I mean? But like, I mean, whichever anime you like, like, I mean, everybody likes anime, I mean, like, it's just whatever anime you like. But I had to, rep both of them because, they both got their own, like, thing going on, Either you're part of the Azumanga Daioh camp or, you're part of the Dragon Ball Z camp. Old school, kick it, whoa, you know what I mean? But, like, the naysayers, like, people get on there, I don't know what their problem is. Man, they get on there and they're just like, somebody says katana, like, it's like, who's that guitar player that just died? Like EVH. He has an amplifier and it's like $2,000. Like, who wants to spend that much money? Not everybody's rich, dude. Like, they put that amp on there and they say like a Marshall, right? And Marshall, I know that brand. And so like someone gets on there and say Boss Katana, right? They're trying to help you save money. And then there's somebody naysayer comes on and is just like, dude, like, that's a stupid answer. And it's like, bro, what's your problem? Like, why'd you wake up on the wrong side of the bed today? Like, did someone like spit in your Wheaties or something? Like, gosh, like, just let somebody help somebody else. Like, if they want to save somebody $1,800, like, just let them, like, the Boss Katana is the obvious answer. Like, why do you have to fight it, dude? Just go with the flow, man. And so, like, but what I really love, and I love this, oh my gosh, I love this about Reddit. When people argue against the obviously, like, correct answer because, like, it's upvoted, the naysayers are, like, they're quickly hung out to dry, you know what I mean? Like, I love it. Like, my guys just get on there, my dogs get on there, and they woo, they just, like, they jump on them, they jump down their throat, and they make them feel that shame, you know what I mean? Downvote. Make them feel that shame, man. So they never open their mouths again, but some people just never learn, and they just have to open their mouth all the time, you know what I mean? But I'm just so happy that, like, Reddit exists. Like, we can downvote the naysayers and keep the right opinions on top, I mean, because the right opinions are facts. That's just the way it is, So I'm just so happy that, the naysayers are quickly defeated with the katana, because that means that the people that play through them are fiercely loyal, like, they're so fiercely loyal to that amp that they don't tolerate any disrespect of that amp. And nobody who comes around and says, I didn't like that amp, I tried it, I tried my best to get a tone out of it, and I couldn't get a good tone out of it, man, they are not tolerated, man, because you cannot play through a katana, from what I understand, you cannot play through a katana and not get the best tones you've ever heard in your life. Like, that's just the way it is, man. So somebody who wants to plug in and they probably been playing for 2 weeks. You know what I mean? No offense to people that have only been playing for 2 weeks. I love you too. Like, it's okay. No, I didn't mean that. But like, there are some people, the bad people, right? The bad people. They've been playing 2 weeks. You go to plug into the amplifier, and they try to, they say, I tried it, man, and I couldn't get what I was looking for. Well, you're wrong. You're wrong, because the katana is the ultimate amplifier, and you have to play through it, and you have to get your tones. Like that's just the way it is, man. If you can't get the tones, then the problem is you. The problem is you. So anyways, so I like that, the fiercely loyal fans, and I'm just so happy to be a part of that fan base. All right. So the sixth and final reason, I never have to upgrade to a tube amp because the Katana has them all. Okay. So people come along, they're like, I get a Katana, maybe later on I want to, upgrade to a tube amp. People are like, no, dude, you got the best amp on the market. You don't have to upgrade, like, ever. You buy a Katana, you got it for life, man. You can play anywhere, any place, dude. I don't care if you're opening for, Alice in Chains, man. Like, you will be able to rock that Katana in those stadiums, dude. And in fact, Alice in Chains is probably playing those Katanas too. Man, I mean, I know Jerry Cantrell used to play Booger amps, maybe not Bogner amps, and he threw them away, I bet, by now. I'm sure he's using a Katana, dude, because all the pros use it. Like, it's such a good amp. So, like, you will never, ever have to upgrade once you get a Katana. Marshall, forget it, man. Mesa Buggy, like, forget it, dude. Like, you will never have to, the EVH guy, like, you won't have to get his amp. You don't have to spend $2,000 on his amp. You got a Katana, bro. Like, you got it all, man. Fender cleans, the Fender Twin and stuff. Fender Reverb Deluxe, like, you don't need that. You got a Katana, bro. Like, you don't understand, like, how good of an investment this amp is. You will never have to get another amp your whole life. It does all of those amps perfectly, man. And I know all the geezers are just upset because they're like, man, they're like, this is never going to be as good as a tube amp. But they're really like, man, I wish I had this amp when I was growing up. That way I didn't have to spend $90,000 on amps throughout the years when I could have just spent $200 on one amp and been done with it. That's what they're really saying. They're insecure, man. That their joints are hurting and they're just like, I'm just an old man. They're just jealous, bro. Like, they're jealous of your Katana, man. And they're jealous of the Katana fan club. And they're jealous of the fanboy hate. So here, it's time to reveal the amp that I got rid of in favor of the Katana, because, man, I'm telling you, it's going to be a game changer. And I've never heard an amp like the Katana in my life. I'm going to take my guitar off here. I'm just doing this for clout, man. I'm not actually playing guitar right now as I'm speaking, but you know what I mean. But I gotta represent my guitar, you know what I mean? Just for effect. But so yeah, like when I played the Katana, dude, it was the best thing I ever heard, man. Like, it was the most powerful, amazing amp, like, totally blew me away. And I know exactly why people are flipping over themselves for the Katana, because, man, compared to what I had, dude, it's insane. So here's the amp that I had. The Marshall MS2. Man, this amp, dude, it just can't keep up. Man, when I plugged into that Katana, dude, it filled the room. I could not believe how much sound there was. Man, the MS2, man, dude, I mean, it was good, but, like, it's not Katana good. You know what I mean? Like, and I know, like, the Katana was, like, a lot more expensive than, the MS2 set me back. But at the same time, man, like, it was worth it. It was worth it. And now I got every amp known to man at my disposal, dude. Like, buy MS2. I ain't ever going to miss you. Buy Marshall. I ain't ever going to miss you. Man, like, the Katana is the best. So go out and get one, man. Don't even think about it. Like, I don't even know why you're still in this video. You should be buying it right now. It's the best amp ever known to man.